Welcome to 2020, the year that follows currently 2019. Well, it did follow it before as well, and it will continue to follow it until it is passed by 2021, but that's not for another year, and we're focusing on 2020 right now because that's right where we're at. And as an entrepreneur, like I always say, focus on the here and now because it is here and it is now. So let's do this. Hit it, James.
The Brad Johnson Show.
I'm turning losers like you into winners like me.
You're about to enter the winning zone.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Brad Johnson Show. I'm your host, Brad Johnson, here with me. Unlike the last several months or so, but like now, is James Kirkland, the assistant to the host.
That is
welcome
me.
to the Brad Johnson Show. I did not miss that. Okay, so this is our very special edition New Year's Day episode. This is actually coming out on New Year's Day. We're recording this on New Year's Day because it is the new year on today, starting right now.
Yes, and we don't quit. We record through the holidays and sick days. It doesn't matter. We're always going to be out here hustling on the podcast.
On the holidays, off the holidays, whenever there happens to be winning to be done, you can bet anything that I'm going to be there doing the winning part of things. So we are. This is kind of a special edition episode. What we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to give you 4 New Year's resolution ideas for you that every entrepreneur should be making. Okay, I don't care who you are, as long as you're an entrepreneur and you're a hashtag winnerly stud, kind of like me, but probably not exactly like me. Then you need to be making these New Year's resolutions. And there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There are no other conjunctions or prepositions about it either. Okay? None of those.
Right. No, these are essential to having a successful 2020. If you don't make these resolutions, we really can't guarantee that anything else we'll tell you will work. So pay attention to this.
Basically, you are setting yourself up for failure if you don't make these resolutions. And I don't want that, okay? You have done enough failing in your life, okay? You've tried that, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and let me tell you, it is a junky t-shirt. That is not quality material right there at all, okay? As screen printing, that is going to come off in like 1 or 2, maybe even like 3 washes is like the best you could get out of that.
Yeah, but definitely great imagery there.
Well, that's why they call me the Metaphor King, James. Not a big surprise, honestly. But yeah, you know, if you come with me, you will have been to Winning Town. You'll have ridden the train, taken the boat with the sails driving you forward and the wind in your sails, and that will take you to Winning Town. And there, the T-shirts are literally made by Gucci. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Quality, right there.
That's how it should be for sure.
All right. So and then after those New Year's resolutions that I'm going to give you, we are going to take a little quiz. And we've done this before. There was an episode a while back. I don't know if you guys listened to it or not. You need to go back and listen to it. It's so good. Where we go through and determine what our entrepreneurial spirit animals were.
Yes.
And now that was
awesome.
That was a blast to go through that and just realize that I am that flying snake. And every day I feel it. I feel the predator nature of myself, the fact that I defy the odds, that I do things that other people think I can't do because they're like, a snake flying? Like, what? I'm like, yeah, watch me, okay? And I don't even need like a wingsuit or an airplane to be I don't have to be a snake on a plane in order to fly. I can do it all on my own.
I thought it was a bird of some kind, but I could be wrong.
No, you were a bird. You were the secretary.
Oh yeah, the secretary bird. That's right.
Yeah.
So fitting. So helpful.
Kind of a lame. Anyway, all right. So let's get into these 4 New Year's resolutions. Stoked about these. This is actually from Forbes, okay, which is a magazine that I know well, and they know me well. I think if you actually had a chat with them, you would my name would definitely come up very quickly, which is not too surprising considering the circles that I run in. I don't usually run in circles.
No,
actually,
right.
No. It's more on treadmills in a straight line. Anyway, here we go. Let's do these, James.
Okay.
Right. So number 1, the first New Year's resolution. Now, and okay, I want to just caveat this, okay? And that's not caviar, although I do have a lot of experience with that as well, because a little horse divorce for the New Year's Eve celebration last night definitely had some caviar going around there. But caveats, yes. So caveating this in that I say resolution, but last year, James, we had a guest on who really just twisted the paradigm of resolutions in such an amazing way.
Yeah, he was talking about New Year's revolutions, which I think is such a game changer to our entire outlook on this concept. So yeah, definitely listen to that episode as well from last year, and implement that as well along.
Go
with
check
these.
that out. That guest was amazing. He's from a country that most people haven't heard of. Most people can't pronounce. I can definitely pronounce it. As you'll see in the episode, I totally nail it. But I don't even think the country exists anymore. Okay. And so that just qualified him in my mind to be somebody who talks about revolutions and why they are more effective than resolutions.
Yeah, he really knew what he was talking about for sure.
Yeah. All right. So with that in mind, we're talking about these are technically they're termed resolutions, but just think of them more as revolutions, because revolutions, they stick. Okay. All right. So let's do this.
All right. First one, move fast and make your decisions even faster.
Yes. Okay. So what I always say is that thoughts happen at the speed of decision as long as decisions move at the speed of thought. Now, I know that's very deep. That's a very high level thinking right there, which is all the kind of thinking that I do is high level, but that even more than normal.
So how fast is that in comparison to the speed of sound? Like if you're vocalizing it.
Well, that's the thing is the speed of sound actually vocalizing something. You can think 7 times faster than you can speak. Okay. Now, when I'm speaking, I talk pretty fast. One of those type of guys. There's so much stuff coming out of my brain. It just, sometimes it almost comes out my nose as well as my mouth. Like I just can't control it. But that's basically what I'm saying is that with your speed of sound compared to the speed of thought is way faster. Okay. If sound was like, Model T or something like that, which is just pathetic looking car, then the speed of thought would be like a Bentley Bentayga speed. Okay. 190 miles an hour. Just like
exactly.
Nothing.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. So, and I actually have one of those Bentaygas. Just got it delivered 2020. It's a pretty sweet car. Probably not my favorite SUV that I have, but as far as luxury SUVs go, not too bad. Not too bad. All right. So that's number one. It's just boom, knock those decisions out. When something comes up, don't think about it, but think about it as fast as you make the decision, and make the decision as fast as you think about it. Definitely. And that will just really revolutionize your life, because all of a sudden you're taking action. And what do I always say about taking action, James?
Taking action is so important, because if you don't take action, the action will take you.
Exactly. And let me tell you, there's nothing worse than being taken by action.
Right.
It's just not comfortable at all.
Don't that at all.
Number 2, this is the second New Year's resolution that you need to be making.
Focus your energy on future opportunities and completely forget what happened in the past.
Yes. Okay. This is what I always say. Like, what can you do with the past? Nothing. Okay. It's not there. It doesn't exist.
People say to learn from your mistakes and learn from the past, but really, I think the past should just be non-existent in your mind. Yeah. Like, it should not even be a consideration.
If anything, the past should be learning from you, because you look back at those people who just, they didn't understand entrepreneurship. They didn't have the internet. Okay. I mean, talk about a hell on earth right there.
Right.
So those people in the past, they should be learning from you. And by you, I mean me, because I'm in the future compared to them, except it's my present, but their past people should be learning from me, who's in their technical future, because I had things to teach them because they didn't even know. Like, I mean, horse-drawn carriages, like, what is that?
Yeah, nah, nobody needs that. Really, The only past you should be concerned about is if someday you end up in a history book. If you're that important to the world, which you should be, that's the only past you should be considering to be important, is the past that you made impact on history and you ended up in a book about it. I think that's That would be
that's
an
why I'm
instance.
stoked about this little quiz we're going to be taking. It has a little something to do with that. So, all right. So that's the second one, is to just, focus on the future. That's where things are going to be and come from. So if you can be like the past people with the horse and carriages who learn from me, then I can be like them and learn from my future self, even though I don't know what I'm going to be doing next. All right. Next one.
Listen to feedback, then completely disregard it.
Okay. Now, this may seem a little counterintuitive because it may be like, well, Brad, I'm wasting time. I listen to something and then forget about it. But just like we talked about, if you listen to something and then your future happens, that stuff you just listened to is in the past. Okay?
Yeah, it's already gone.
That's just hashtag logic right there.
Yep. And that way, people can't accuse you of not listening to them, right? You can listen to them and you can check that off, and then boom, you move on. It's over.
Building rapport, okay?
Right.
Building rapport. That's what it's all about. So now this doesn't apply to lower level individuals. For instance, James, as assistant to the host, I have a lot of feedback for him, and that's always quality. It's always so helpful to you. Like I'm surprised sometimes. Like I think sometimes I should listen to myself as far as what I tell you, as far as how to fix your life and do things better.
I do forget some of it. I'll have to say. I don't remember everything you tell me, but
yeah, that's why I just create those training videos for you that you have to watch every day. So that helps a lot to just kind of keep it fresh.
Those do help a lot, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that is number 4. Let's hit number 5.
Collaborate more than you have been collaborating.
Okay,
Not
so
sure what that means.
I always I think of collaboration as far as a metaphor goes. I would say that collaboration is where multiple things come together to do multiple things that they couldn't have done separately. Now, basically what that means is that if
like
you
making
have a project
salad?
or something and you're not sure if you have enough time to get it done, basically outsourcing, okay? Collaboration is just even outsourcing.
So like making a salad, that's kind of a collaboration between ingredients?
Yeah. Okay, so just like think about it like a real high class, high dollar entrepreneur winner type stud like me would be basically like the croutons of that, because we're very flavorful. Definitely got that the antibacterial garlic going on there. Probably gluten free though, I would say, because definitely not going to be causing any of those type of problems. Somebody who's kind of a lower class, like I'd say they're probably more like the olive of the salad.
Kale.
No, I think kale would be more like you'd be looking more like the actual people that you're outsourcing stuff to on a lower level. Okay.
Right.
So the olive and the crouton, they get along pretty well. I think there's that good collaboration there between those. But then on a lower level, you got the kale, you got the romaine.
Right. And then the dressing is just like the money that you just pour over top of all of it to mix it together.
Just
dump it on there.
All right. And I am not sure what the pepperoncinis are. Okay. I still have not figured that out. So if anybody does know, I'd love to hear what you think pepperoncinis would be in that metaphor. Because that's a great question. It's something I've given a lot of thought to, honestly. And I think that's definitely a mystery that needs to be solved. Anyway. So there you have it, folks. There are the 4 New Year's resolutions that all entrepreneurs need to be making in 2020. Okay, so if you did not make those resolutions, stop what you're doing. Go make them now.
Go mix that salad.
And other things too. All right, so there you go. There's the 4 resolutions that you should be making revolutions. If you don't know how to do that, go back and listen to last year's New Year's podcast. That was 2019, which is not New Year's anymore because this is the 2020 New Year's. All right, so now it is time for our fate in 2020 based on a quiz from the internet, which is very reliable. I think studies have shown that these really do just come out and show you exactly what you're looking for here. Okay, so let's do this. This is actually from a website of some sort called BuzzFeed, I think it's French.
I thought it was Azerbaijan or something. I don't know.
Booze Fiat, I think, is what it's called.
Hmm.
All right, so let's take this quiz. This is determining our fate for 2020. All right.
All right. This is permanent. We can't change this.
Yeah.
So
no worries there. I don't even know if this quiz is necessary technically. Will you be rich or famous is the question on the quiz.
too late.
Yeah, a little late there. All right. All right.
I'll take it separately and we'll compare our results.
Sounds good. All right, let's hit the first question.
All right, what's your favorite food? We've got spaghetti, we've got pizza, we have a steak, and then looks like a club sandwich.
Wow. Okay, obvious choice there. I'm going with the filet mignon on a set of crystal china with genuine silverware and a nice little is that like a pine tree
garnish?
On
Yeah,
top?
very nice.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to go with the spaghetti. It's got just an excellent presentation there. Very classy, very easy to eat.
Might be a little off. Yeah, okay.
Okay, the next one is choose a place to visit. We have Japan, Australia, Italy, or Bali.
No. Oh man.
Easy.
Okay, so been there, done that on all four of these. Pretty much already been there. Japan, it's just old. Australia, just dry. Italy, definitely like it. Definitely good food and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have to go with Bali because that's just, baller is almost in the word,
right
in the name of the place.
Love it.
Gotta go with that.
I'm gonna have to go with Italy. I haven't been there yet. Legally, so I'll select that one.
Okay, I'm Bali. All right, next one.
Where would you like to spend the rest of your life? And it looks like we've got a picture of the desert, the beach, just kind of a small town, street-looking area, and then a big city.
Oh man,
that's a toss-up for me.
Yeah, no, definitely. The desert has some appeal, honestly.
Right.
I think it might kind of surprise people, but there is some appeal there. Just the amount of isolation and the amount of work you can get done.
Introspection.
With isolation. Yeah, exactly. Because there's a lot to introspect, especially when you're somebody like me. But man. This is a tough choice. It's between the beach and the big city, okay? Because big city, like there's life, there's stuff going on, like you can just grind and hustle and all that sort of thing. But on the beach, I can do that too, as long as I have internet. So I can't tell from this picture if there's internet.
Right,
is the biggest thing.
That's the only thing we're missing.
Yeah. So I think because of that, I'm gonna have to go with the city, just because it would guarantee internet.
Right. Yeah, that's probably a good pick. I think I'll go with the big city as well. Also, the shopping is just better. All the important shops that you need on a daily basis are going to be there.
Well, at the same time, though, I think the beach might. It just kind of fits my personality more. I definitely gonna have to. I'll go with the beach.
Oh, okay. Well, I can switch to that too.
Well, I think, as far as personality goes, as we're really, kind of determining that, I think, the desert might be more along the lines of where you would really fit in,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
All right. I'll change it to that.
All right. Next one.
What's your favorite alcoholic drink? We've got a nice Pinot Noir wine. We've got what looks like a whiskey. On ice. We've got a beer and then vodka.
Wow. Interesting choices there. Not seeing any cocktails. I think I'd have to go with wine, honestly. Just very classy, very much, my speed as a person who, does things all over California. I know, the scene here, as well as, France and some of those places where they have some.
Well, it really depends on the age of this wine. I really can't tell. I mean, I kind of tell what the vintage is from it, just looking at it. But
no, I can totally tell, James. That's a 1947.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
Well, in that case, I definitely go with that as well.
I guess the edginess of the whiskey might kind of fit my personality better. I think.
Oh, for you. Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and especially being on the rocks, like, I am basically a rock, as far as how my,
Sure.
I trademarked that nickname before Dwayne Johnson. He was like, "Hey, Brad, can I borrow that?" And I was like,
you sold it to him?
yeah.
Wow, that was really nice of you,
Dwayne. Yeah, so I'll go with that one.
All right, I guess that works. That works for me.
All right, next one.
All right, our last one before we find out our fate of 2020 is, what is your favorite sweet? So we've got a Reese's peanut butter cup. We've got what looks like
smile on there.
It looks like we've got a cake of some kind, maybe an angel food cake, then ice cream, and then a chocolate chip cookie. But I'm not seeing a vegan carrot cake in here, so I'm a little disappointed.
You would be. All right. So, I think those peanut butter cups, the top, those are very gourmet looking. As not just the Reese's peanut butter cup type of thing. That ice cream, a little melty, a little sloppy looking, just not very appealing, not good. And the cookie looks like somebody got to it first. And obviously, angel food cake is not properly named. It is completely disgusting and not from angels at all. I would say more from somewhere else.
Very misleading.
Pretty obvious choice there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the peanut butter cups myself. They just look so good, and yeah. What are you gonna pick?
On second glance, I think that cookie, maybe it's more just it's showing the ruggedness of the cookie, and I feel like me, as far as my personality goes, that's a really good fit. It's just the rugged personality that I have.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess I see what you're saying there. And there's two of them in that picture, so I mean we could both pick that one. So
I don't think the quiz works that way, James. Actually, I think the coding behind this, I know coding, pretty familiar with it actually, and this, I think it might break the site, and you would have to pay for that, which
okay,
might not be good.
Okay. All right, I'll change it back.
Okay. All right, so I am the cookie. All right, what we got? Results are loading. Here we go. Oh, man. There we go. All right. Well, I think my results are going to be awesome. So how would you go first here, James, with your results?
So my result says that I'm going to travel the world. Says I'm going to spend the entire year traveling to Paris, Australia, Germany, Canada, Amsterdam, New Zealand, Brazil, Mexico, Spain, and more. That sounds pretty great to me.
Wow. I don't know how you're going to afford that. Seems...
Well, I think it's paid for. I think it's saying that it's going to be paid for by my company. Yeah, it actually says that in the fine print that my company is obligated to pay for all of my travels. So... Well, that's a great New Year's gift, so thanks for that, Brad.
Okay.
Can I use the jet?
I am not sure as to the just the way this quiz is set up. It seems I don't know, maybe their methodology is not quite on target
what'd you
here. Well, I don't like to brag
about my
results.
Let me read it. I'll just read it.
Well, like I said, this obviously their methodology is very off. This
no, I'll just read it for you. Here, give me that. Here, I got it.
Okay, give me the laptop. No,
you will die
James.
alone and poorly dressed.
Okay, like I said, their methodology is way off. Like they're first of all, if I died alone, like who really cares about that part?
I mean, you don't want to just brush it off.
Though, that is not going to happen.
I mean, you don't want to just brush it off. You might want to, take it hard. Think about it for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, that was a big flop right there. Sorry you guys had to hear that. Definitely, like I said, going to probably be suing this Booze Fiad French company people because that's ridiculous. Yeah, anybody who knows me knows there's like way too many people around me to have that ever be a problem. And the fact, like, if you see my closet, both of them, all of them, multiple closets, all just packed full of fashion and stuff, is not going to happen.
Wow.
Anyway,
well,
all right.
I'll be flying out to Amsterdam tomorrow. So if you could have the jet ready for me, that'd be awesome.
Hilarious. All right. So, people, thanks for listening today. I want to hear about your 2020. What are your plans? What are your resolutions? What are your, more importantly, revolutions? Get in touch with us at Brad Johnson Show on all the social mediums, bradjohnsonshow@gmail.com. And don't forget, we've still got the course, and that has the 2020 pricing on it. So you want to get in while it's still where it is right now, because that the amount of crazy value that's in there, it's only going to go up.
Exactly. It improves with time. It's like an investment, and it's always trending upwards. So you can count on that.
Yeah. And that is how I usually point it out to people, is that this is not, you're not spending money on something. You are investing, because the 4 hours of video content that you get of the Brad Johnson Show are going to just rock your world. And if you don't end up making more money because of your investment in the course, then you've done something wrong. And that probably wouldn't be abnormal for you, but it will be abnormal if you take the Brad Johnson course. So get that. Links are down in the show notes below. And with that, we'll talk to you guys next time. Ciao.
You've just listened to an episode of awesomeness. Now go out and spread the awesomeness and help others fix the mess that is their life, and help them stop being a loser and start winning in business, health, and their personal life by getting them to listen to The Brad Johnson Show. Book your face, tweet your tweets, and Insta your grams at Brad Johnson Show. The Brad Johnson Show. Winners only.